Yo, welcome back to another video. We got this video right here, and then we're gonna have another video right after. So that'll think cap us out to like five or six. I don't know. I know what y'all think. It's not a current WWE star. I don't know why they always put WWE stars. In fact, it was a WWF star. Like a star from WWF. But I know why they put it. If they put a WWF star, nobody would care. Ain't nobody clicking on here. WWF, what are you talking about? Because we know it's not The Rock or Stone Cold, and we don't really care about anybody else. Anyways, let's get right into it. I know I read something. I didn't read who it was, but I read something. They were like a tag champion. They were from WWF, and that's all I know.
This WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the truth behind WWE and AI. A former WWE star passes away. WWE accused of racism. AEW called out for too much violence. Cody Rhodes shuts down a heel turn, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story.
What I did on AI earlier for y'all, so y'all can see.
Now, first story looks at the real truth behind WWE and AI. Our top story looks at the latest news when it comes to WWE potentially using AI. On Friday, one of the biggest stories of the year dropped via the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and it was reported that WWE were going to start using AI to help with their creative output. It was even reported that WWE's new AI program even pitched a bizarre storyline which saw Bobby Lashley obsessed with Japanese culture and history. This raised a number of alarm bells, as the storyline isn't just awful, Lashley isn't even in the company, so the AI program clearly isn't working. Now, thankfully, Fightful Select have now surfaced with a report outlining what is actually happening when it comes to WWE using AI, and it turns out that it's a little more complex than initially reported. Fightful Select Sean Ross have learned that there have actually been AI tools at the disposal of the creative team for years. However, it's mostly been used as a glorified creative assistant to look up things like the last time two wrestlers had a match. One source familiar with the process said that it would be more of a not starting with a blank page approach than write the show for us. The report continued by stating that the new creative hire has been hired to do other things in the company, and his goal isn't to use AI to create storylines and new content. In asking around on the creative team, nobody said that they knew of anyone on the team who actually used the AI system provided for more than a couple of minutes. Regarding the new hire, the WWE creative team is of the impression that he's been brought in to find ways to help using AI to remove background noise of shots or organize files quickly or work on production elements as opposed to creative storylines. One employee in production told us that they work insane non-stop hours and that they're actually excited to get AI aiding in some of these things they do. And finally, it was also reported outright by Fightful Select that AI will not be replacing the creative team. The top talent reached out to Fightful and said Michael Hayes, Paul Heyman and Ed Koskey are not AI, and the source took exception to the belief that AI storylines were going to be the norm moving forward. Now we're thankful that isn't going to be the case, and even Drew McIntyre made a small joke out of it on his recent tweet. Drew McIntyre responded to WWE after saying Cody put him in his place. Now what in the chat GPT are you on about? I know you're on Cody's payroll, but try to be less obvious next time. He took the DQ like a coward and fraud he is. Next up, a former WWE star passes away. Bobby Horn, who wrestled in WWE as a character Sir Mo, has passed away at age 58. He'd been recently battling a blood infection and pneumonia and had spent a period of time in the ICU. Mo is mostly known for his work in the Men on a Mission tag team, and he was even a former WWE tag team champion during his run in the company, a tag team title change that actually happened on a European tour. A Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer Leilani Kai was the first to announce this heartbreaking news, taking to Facebook with the following: "It breaks my heart to hear that Bobby Horn, better known to wrestling fans as Sir Mo of Men on a Mission, has passed away. I first met Bobby when we were both traveling with the WWF in the mid-90s. He was always kind to me, always smiling, joking around, and treating everyone with respect. When you were new or didn't quite fit in yet, Bobby had a way of making you feel welcome. That meant a lot back then, especially on those long road trips when being part of the locker room family mattered most. We also worked together many times later on the Carolina independent circuit, and he was just as genuine outside the spotlight as he was under it. He loved the business, loved the fans, and loved giving back. Bobby had that special kind of warmth that reminded you wrestling isn't about what happens in the ring, it's about the people and memories that come with it. Rest in peace, my friend. Thank you for every laugh, every kind word, and every night we shared on the road. You'll be missed by all of us who knew you. And we at WrestleMania offer our condolences to the family, friends, and fans of Bobby Horn. Next up, a big return set for Raw. And despite rumors that Nikki Bella's WWE run has come to an end, it's now been reported via Body Slam Plus on Patreon that the former Divas champion will be returning tonight on Raw. A familiar face is expected to be at Raw tomorrow. Sources indicate to Body Slam that WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella is expected to be at Raw in Sacramento, California. Now, it's unknown what creative WWE has planned for Nikki, but it's been theorized by fans on social media that Nikki may be reigniting a rivalry with Becky Lynch over the Women's Intercontinental title. Lynch is set to defend her title against Maxine Dupree on the show tonight, so WWE has an easy opportunity to have Nikki make the save for Dupree. Speaking of previously missing names, there have been a lot of questions surrounding where exactly AJ Lee is. Lee returned just before WrestlePalooza and she reportedly signed a full-time WWE deal. Lee has yet to make a single appearance since the first PLE on ESPN, so it's unclear what exactly is happening with her. It's entirely possible that Lee returns tonight on Raw and confronts Lynch, whilst Nikki's moved over to a different feud, potentially even a feud with Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Next up is Chris Jericho returning to WWE. Now, over the past few months, there's been rampant speculation that wrestling legend Chris Jericho is returning back to WWE. This speculation started thanks to Jericho teasing a comeback, and then it surfaced that WWE would be interested in bringing Jericho back into the fold. This speculation only increased when John Cena used the walls of Jericho during his classic match versus AJ Styles. And the latest update when it comes to Jericho returning to WWE, Fightful Select's Q&A offering states that Jericho's contract isn't up for a number of months and Tony Khan wants him to stay in the company. Chris Jericho has simply been off television. That's it. His contract isn't up for a number of months and it was time for him to be off television for a while. And that's what happened. Tony Khan still loves Jericho and would love to see him back. I'm not sure if the contract is frozen while he's off television. It's been widely reported that Jericho's AEW deal expires in December, but this hasn't been confirmed. Interestingly, the Q&A also discussed another name that could potentially return to WWE, that being Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn was effectively written off television, just a hunch, not a report, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him end up in WWE where DX runs the show. Also, perhaps he can talk Road Dogg into a big Mania Saudi payday. I get the feeling there's not a lot that they did in the 90s they still can't do. That would make a ton of sense for Gunn to return to WWE in some capacity. And he's even worked heavily in the WWE Performance Center in the past, so there would certainly be a role available for the former Intercontinental Champion. Would you guys like to see Billy Gunn return to WWE for a match? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE accused of racism. The WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley has now opened up regarding the racism he received whilst active in WWE. Speaking on his YouTube channel along with Bubba Ray Dudley and Maven, this is what he had to say on the matter. I didn't experience it when we were together because when we got together, we were in ECW, and in ECW, I did not experience it. I experienced it in WWE. I experienced it with certain top officials, though I don't really want to say names. I'll just put it like this, I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat or anything, but when a person comes up to you and tells you they don't like you because of the color of your skin, you sit there thinking, wow, really? It's 1999 or 2000 and you're still saying stuff like this? There were certain people in that organization at the time who felt I shouldn't have said anything and who had the power to bury me if need be, just because I stood up for what I felt was right. And this is obviously upsetting to hear, and at the time of publishing, WWE is yet to respond to Devon's comments. Next up, AEW called out for too much violence. A certain spot from the AEW Wrestle Dream pay-per-view has resulted in significant controversy for the company. The spot in question saw Jon Moxley attempt to make Darby Allin quit by drowning him in a fish tank. Former AEW producer Sarah Stock addressed the spot with the following comment via X. You know who should stop this? Mothers with a remote control. This is worse than the plastic bag over the head. Kids are going to end up dead trying this stuff at home. These comments received major attention on the platform, with the post having obtained over 1 million impressions. Stock replied to a lot of the backlash from AEW fans, and she even pointed out that nobody from AEW is telling fans to not try this at home. The widow of Brody Lee, Amanda Huber, also came to the defense of the company, stating, "This was midnight on a pay-per-view. Meanwhile, when you were working, you choked another woman out with a belt. Where was the outrage over kids trying that? And you want to quote tweet a video of me talking about kids' grief to defend you being a hypocrite? F all that way off." Clips from the spot in question are now
How would
going
they know
viral,
if
and
they
while
did
some would
that
say
at
there's no
first
such thing as bad
versus a
publicity, there
televised
is major criticism being directed AEW's way. Do you think AEW is too violent? Next up, 12 belt Monet.
experience?
That's another day, another championship win for Mercedes Moné, who's now captured her 12th championship title. On October 19th, she defeated Jody Threat to win the Winnipeg Pro Wrestling Women's Championship, adding to the stacked list of titles she already holds. Prior to that, Moné made history at AEW Wrestle Dream by winning the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship, which marked her 11th simultaneous title reign, a record for any wrestler. Moné has also recently broken the record for the longest reign as AEW TBS champion, a record previously held by Jade Cargill. Jade would actually congratulate Mercedes Moné after Mercedes posted on her Instagram, "I'm not here to break records, I'm here to smash them." Congratulations on Mercedes Moné for her 12th title. Next up, Cody Rhodes shuts down a heel turn. The WWE champion Cody Rhodes has once again shut down a potential heel turn. Over the weekend, fans were sharing clips from Rhodes' brief run in TNA as a heel, and Rhodes decided to reply to one of the fans on X by stating, "People cite this clip and me spinning one and assume it was far better than it was. 3 biggest gates of all time didn't happen with the jerk in this vid. It was a fun step on the journey though." The American Nightmare evidently has no interest whatsoever in turning heel anytime soon. And finally, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley get matching tattoos. Our final story today takes a look at CM Punk's new ink as the popular WWE star has decided to get matching tattoos along with Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. On Instagram, Ripley shared some photos of the tour, and in the montage, she revealed that the 3 friends got matching tattoos featuring a sumo wrestler, with ink translating to October 18th, which happens to be the final night of the tour. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know.
That's cool.
Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Okay. We getting out of here. We're gonna do one more